Yo, yo, yo. Hopefully y'all are doing good. This is gonna be a fun live, man. We're gonna be we're gonna be on as long as YouTube will allow me. We're gonna take some breaks. Hopefully have a couple guests on here. Let me see. I'm gonna send a link, man. I'm gonna send a link. I'm live. It's your boy Cam. So if y'all wanna chat, if y'all wanna hop on the live stream, definitely hop on. It's gonna be fun. I got me a couple starter drinks. I don't know if y'all can see that. Got me a couple of these. Got me my Reese's Pieces. So we gonna do some stuff, man. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Yeah. So if any of y'all in the chat want to hop on, let me know. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Give me a second while I post a link that I'm live for the people that want to check out your boy. So give me just a second. It's been a while since I've done one of these live streams. Let me know if I'm good. Let's see, man. I'm like the worst when it comes to like technology though. So let me see if I can find how to see what people are posting. Don't know if I can check here, but if y'all can hear me, post something in the chat though. I think we got one person on so far, so let me see. So yeah, this stream, like I said, we're just gonna be just celebrating my birthday, man. We're gonna be celebrating. We got COVID, kind of ruining my plans, what I was gonna do, but it is what it is. We gonna be all right. Let's see, man. I am live. Let's see. Hop on with your boy. Okay, so give me a second. Let's see. But who's on right now? Who's on? Let me see. Celebrate with your boy. So anyone's watching this later, don't worry about it too much. I know there's gonna be like a lot of dead space. Probably the first couple of minutes, we're just trying to get people on. I want to get more than one person on. I don't know who's on. I'm about to check. But hopefully you can get like 5 or 6 people on here. It'd be pretty cool. Let's see. About all right. So I got the links up. Let's see. Now we're just waiting for people to pop on here. So, and if you're hearing something, that's like my new camera. I got me the DJI 2 Pro camera. I think it's pretty legit. Like I recommend anyone who is thinking about getting a camera, definitely get that camera, man. Let me know how the lighting is. I think my lighting has gotten way better. I know anyone who's watched any of my old videos, I mean y'all probably know about how bad the lighting was. Especially being someone who's black and dark skinned as me. It's hard to get my lighting right. So, it's all process. Like I want to definitely do more live streams next year. Next year is gonna be a big year for me. I think. I think everything I'm doing right now is kind of setting up for that, for a big, big 2021. Hopefully, y'all be a part of that. Anyone who's watching right now or in the future, hopefully we can collaborate. I'm real big on just collaborating with people. Just just all of us win. Like I'm big on everybody win. Like even people that I really wasn't cool with in high school, like I still want them to win. So you know, yeah. Hopefully we can get some people on here. Like I want to get, I want to get some more people on the live stream. So let me see who's on here, man. I'm kind of curious who's on here. Let's see who is on here. Then we got one person. Well, that one person is, man. They're a real one. They're a real one. Let's see who's on here. I think I got one person watching. Don't know who that is, but you know, if you want to stay who you are, let me know. Let me know who you are. But we live though. We live. Let me see if I can get my boy Joe on here. Live. See. See who is on here, man. If you on here, let me know. Let me know. Like I said, we just chilling right now. We trying to get some more people on here. If y'all know anyone who ain't doing nothing right now and just want to celebrate with your boy for my birthday, send a link, share a link. Let's get more people on here. I feel like sharing a couple stories tonight. So definitely do that. I got my little TV right here. I don't know what way. It's this way, that way. Whatever. I got my TV, got my posters. I'm a big Giants fan, as y'all know. Big Longhorns fan, as y'all probably already know. And then my Toonami poster above me. So, but yeah, we today was a good day, man. Today was a good day. So we see, we. Let's see who is on here. Don't be shy. If you are on here, say something in the chat. Say something in the chat. I know one of my boys is about to hop on. I don't know if he's on yet. We're gonna try to get some more people on here. Some of my friends. But another thing, man, I appreciate all the love. I know, like, I was talking about my birthday today, and I had like, hundreds of people like say happy birthday to me, which is incredible. Like that, I got love like that. Like I've been kind of building my brand from the ground up. It's been a good, really good year. I think, like, thing considered, because I always say that you have to take advantage of opportunities when they come, and just make the best of it. So I know we're like fluctuating, one, two people. So maybe people are asleep. Maybe I did this too late. I don't know. But if anyone I know is on, let me know. I'm gonna post this link in some of my discords too, because if it's just one person, I don't know who that person is. We may just start this and just kind of just see how the night goes. It may be a little bit shorter than I thought, because if we got like 4 or 5 people, we may be on here for like 2 or 3 hours. Maybe like the longest live stream I've ever done. I've done some long ones. So I'll post this. Live. Y'all want to celebrate with your boy. Okay, so yeah, I'm just trying to get some more people on here. I don't know who's on, but if anyone wants to hop on though, let me know. I'm gonna try to get some people on here if they want to hop on. See, I know this new YouTube thing is crazy. See if I can find. See if I can add people on here. I don't know if I can add people or not. I know you used to be able to do that. But either way, let's see what we're gonna do here. Yeah, sorry about this. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've done one of these things. They changed this thing on me. Let's see. If anyone's on, like, say something in the chat, man. I want to see if some people on and not just bots. Like, we can have a conversation here. I just wanted to see if anyone's on, but yeah, like y'all could tell I don't do these things a lot. I'm like going through this YouTube thing, and it's like it's wild, man. I should have hit Joe up and be like, "Hey, how you do this?" Because I'm like completely lost. But it's my birthday. My birthday. I'll say it again. It is my birthday. I'm 30 years old today. The big 30. I should have had like that on the screen right here, right there. I should have had like "Happy Birthday, Cam," but I wasn't thinking like that. Like I'm just on this live stream because we about have some drinks in a minute. Hopefully I can get some of my friends to come on. They can hop on the stream. You know, just good vibes all around. Hopefully we can do that, man. I got three people. Three. We got three people on here, man. I remember yesterday there was like a guy. I think it was on Joe's live stream. I don't know if y'all heard of Coding Phase. I don't know if any of y'all that's in here right now are part of the Coding Phase community. But there was a guy that had like one view. And I was like, man, I'm gonna subscribe and listen to this guy because like, you only got one view. I got three viewers right now, so I can't be saying nothing. That are listening to this or watching this live or whatever. I probably would have got more views if I would have announced this earlier, I think. But we just doing things off of just off the rip. Hopefully, we can have some good stories to talk about. Like I said, if we only have two people, I might just share stories. As the night is young. Before I start, messing with some of the drinks I got, I may come in and out. So if y'all hear a door, that's that. But what are y'all doing, man? How's y'all's day? I'm curious about how y'all are doing. Y'all good? Y'all well-being good? I know a lot of people are talking about another lockdown. So, make sure that y'all are good. I know I try to reach out to my friends, make sure their well-being is good as much as possible. Because I know right now we're in a pandemic, and people, some people are able to handle it better than others right now. So if you got any friends that maybe are having a hard time, or had COVID, or maybe they're recovering from COVID right now, definitely reach out to them. Let them know that you care. Because I know sometimes we uh we have our own things that we're dealing with, but sometimes we forget about you know how our friends are doing. I'm speaking for myself. I can't speak for y'all, but at least for me, that's just how it is. So I try to reach out to people when I can. I'm not perfect. Sometimes I forget to reach out to people. Sometimes it'll be 6 months, maybe a year. So I talk to people sometimes, but you know I try my best. And sometimes as we get older, people fall out, and we stop communicating with people. I was talking to one of my boys earlier today. He said happy birthday to me, but I haven't talked to him. Shoot, maybe 6 months, maybe like out in person or whatever. I know we talk about COVID or whatever, but I don't like making excuses why I don't reach out to people, because I mean excuses are a lot of times they're it's like you can make an excuse why you're not doing something, but is it really like the reason why you're not doing something? Like, what I mean? So I try to not make excuses for anything I do, and hopefully people understand. I think most people do, but I've been here 30 years now. This is my 30th birthday, so I've kind of matured a lot over the years. The stuff I do now that I probably never would have did, even 5 years ago. I was about to say two, but even 5 years ago, like there's stuff I saw earlier today that I'm like 25-year-old me. Oh yeah, I would have just said some crazy stuff, man. We lost a viewer, so maybe people don't like hearing life stories. I don't know, um, but uh, this stream is gonna be random, like real random. So if y'all don't want to hear any of my life stories, then it is what it is, man. But we gonna just talk, and hopefully we can get some more people on here. Probably just be we fluctuate with that 2-3 range. Probably be what we fluctuate. Maybe one. I don't know, but I got like two people in here, but I haven't seen them say anything in the chat. Like say something in the chat. Like if you in here, don't be shy. Say something. If you can't say something, that's cool too. But we gonna it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like you talking to family, pretty much. Like you can say whatever, but I just want to make sure it's two people aren't like bots or whatever. But yeah, man, we guess I'll probably start having some of this drink. Um, oh yeah, I also got like this that I've been drinking. This is good for like your well being, your health. So if any of y'all maybe want to make sure that y'all are protected, the most you can, drink something like this. It's got like water, raspberries, lemons, honey, all this different stuff, all the good stuff for you. I've been drinking this, shoot, probably the last week and a half, 2 weeks. So I might be good. I was gonna do a stream where I was gonna open a bunch of Pokemon packs. I don't know if any of y'all been collecting Pokemon, um, or investing in Pokemon. Like I think I invested like $800 or so in Pokemon. I know some people want to clown me for this. Like I honestly, like, I used to collect Pokemon, like, shoot, maybe. And when was the last time I collected Pokemon? Like maybe 15 years ago. That was the last time I collected Pokemon. But then I heard about the new Pokemon craze, and the thing is about Pokemon, like people gonna clown you for this. People gonna maybe clown me for this, but I should have invested in that Charizard like 5 years ago, man. That Charizard that's like going for like mad money, like thousands of dollars. Like I could have got for like 500, 1,000, easy. But I'm cheap, so I think, man, like I ain't buying no car that's going, drop in value or so much money. But if I would have got the car, I would have 5x my money, 10x my money. And I'm like thinking, I'm like, so I bought a bunch of little Pokemon stuff. I'm probably gonna do a live stream. I'm gonna keep like half of them sealed, as so I can maybe 5, 10 years down the road, I at least double my money, and then it pays for the other ones that if I somehow just don't get nothing, I'm good. But I did buy this little card though. I don't know if y'all can see it. This Charizard. Damn, the lighting's probably terrible on this thing. But yeah, I bought this Charizard card for like $80 the other day. So hopefully that can double in value too. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been doing. I obviously got my stocks too. Any of y'all know me? I'm big on stocks. See, I gained like another person watching me. I'm talking Pokemon and stocks. So yeah, any of y'all know like I'm big on Tesla. Also, Nvidia is another stock I'm into. Even though Nvidia has kind of been up and down for me. Nvidia's good. Another stock, AMD. That's a big one. All my AMD boys. I've been hurting a little bit with that one. That one's kind of been going sideways. I lost a view on top of AMD. So can't win them all. So this stream is gonna be random as heck, man. I'm just gonna say right now, it's gonna be more random when I actually start drinking some stuff. But we gonna go on for, like I said, at least 2 hours. I think we're gonna go for two, maybe three. If things go good. But y'all, say something in the chat, man. Say something in the chat. I don't like talking just by myself. But just say something in the chat. Let me know that y'all here, that y'all are listening, man. Let me know. Um, but yeah, man. Let me know. Let me know if you are in the chat. Got 4 viewers, and let me know how the quality is, man. Cause like I know on my end the quality looks amazing compared to like how it normally is for me. But let me know in the chat if the quality is good. I got 4 people. So we slowly rising, man. We slowly rising. Like we were at viewer for the longest, then we had two, and then we went from two to one, one to two, two to one, one to two, and then we went to three, and then we went to four. Let's get a fifth viewer, man. Let's get a fifth viewer. We get Oh man, we lost a viewer. We lost a viewer. Yeah, but man, people shy in the chat. Like I don't know, maybe I'm just not interesting. I don't know. We gotta share some stories though. So let me what should I drink first, man? Should I drink the wine first or the mimosa? I got some what's the thing I'm trying to think of? Strawberries. I don't know if y'all have ever had those. I got some of those too. But I gotta go in the fridge and get that. Also got my Reese's Pieces. Like I said before, my mom got me that. It's my favorite candy, by the way. Like, what's y'all's favorite candy, by the way? I want to know. Type in the chat if y'all here. Let me know what your favorite candy is. I want to know. I'm probably not gonna get no people in the chat, man. I'm kind of disappointed. But I want to hear what y'all say though. What is y'all's favorite candy? Let's see if I can get somebody else on here. But yeah, man. So if y'all don't know which one I should drink first, I will pick one. So it's gonna be completely random, I guess. But I may. Oh yeah, what's good, man? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm about to drink some stuff. Like I got, I may start with the mimosa first. I don't know if you can see this. The lighting is kind of weird. Yeah, mimosa, and then I got some wine too. I got like, I think two more of these. And then I got some strawberries. So yeah, we gonna try to make this as long. 30. Yeah, 30. I'm 30 years old now, man. I'm an old man. I'm an old man. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, man, like I know I'm starting to get old because I'm like taking naps more. Like I have to take like a nap in the middle of the day now. Like I know, like shoot, even 2 years ago, I was like I could work all day, I could do all nights, but I gotta take a nap, man. Now, so I'm glad that we got this remote stuff, so I can take a nap when I'm working. And that's for kids. We had, yeah, man. But it is what it is. Like I feel more productive though. Like yeah, I got like, man, I got like a few different things going on right now, man. I got like I got hired for a Shopify gig earlier today. That should be pretty easy though. Should knock that out like in 48 hours or less. Then I got like this client that's having me do a landing page for him. That's a good gig. That's like a $2,000 gig. And then I got what else I got? And I got my startup that I'm working on. I can't really talk about yet because we're trying to launch this in January. But hopefully we can launch that. And then my podcast as well, obviously. And then got my store. Did a product shoot last weekend. I think it was Friday. So I got like a lot of stuff going on, man. Like that's one thing I will say. Like 2021, it's gonna be crazy. Like there's like a lot of stuff that I really can't talk about. Yeah, yeah. Lots of I can't talk about yet. But when y'all hear about it, hmm, yeah, yeah. 2020 is like a setup year for me. I was telling someone this the other day. I forgot who I talked to about this, but I was saying, man, I was like, I got a lot of good stuff going on. Like I said, I got this new camera. Let's see if I can show it on here. A DJI Pocket 2. This thing's pretty nice. Um, I wanted to actually use that for the stream, but I think the quality for this is fine. I think the quality for this live stream is probably way better than any of the live streams I've done before this. I got my lighting. My lighting is decent, I think. But yeah, man, what's with you, man? Um, Subby, what's good, man? Everything good? I know it's been a minute since I talked to you. It's chilling. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you, man. I still gotta drop your episode, man. Like I have like four more podcast episodes that I got in the tuck that I haven't dropped yet. Like I think I was gonna drop your episode like what maybe 2 months ago, but like I everything was going on and there was other interviews that I had to knock out earlier because like it's kind of weird because like if you they talk about certain topics, you gotta release them early. Yeah, yeah, man. But hey, what's up, Kelvin Davis? What's good, man? Yeah, we're just doing a little stream. Like I was telling Subby earlier, like it's gonna be random. I'm gonna tell a lot of stories, man. So anyone who listens to the whole thing or listens to at least maybe first I don't know maybe hour or so, we're gonna talk about some stories, man. Like especially when I get some drinks in me. I'm maybe talk about some wild stuff. We're gonna leave this up though. We're gonna leave this up. We're gonna leave this up, man. What's good, Kelvin? What's up with you? You doing good? But yeah, Stubby, if you're still on, like, I'm gonna drop your episode before the year's over with, though, for sure. People got to hear that episode. Um, but yeah, man, if y'all haven't heard, I got a podcast between two divs. Shameless plug. Check it out. I got a lot of good guests. I think when I started my podcast, I got like 60 people listening a month. Now I got like over 500 people listening a month. So y'all check it out, man. It's some good content. I've got a lot of great guests. Kelvin has been on. Check out his episode. Also Subby, his episode's on the way. Check out his episode too. Wait, what? Yeah, 500 a month. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I got 500 people, 500 listeners a month on the podcast so far. I started with like 60. So yeah, I think like last month checked, I was at like 513 or something this past month. So yeah, yeah, yeah. It's been some growth, man. And it's, oh yeah, not no, not 5,000. That'd be crazy. Yeah, 5,000. Yeah, like, I think I'll get to 5,000. I wouldn't say next year. Like that'd be crazy if I do. But I think if I can get to like 1,000 listeners a month by next year, I think that'd be good. I think that's like a goal I'm trying to reach. So every year I'm trying to double it. So this year is 500. Next year is 1,000. The following year 2,000, and we run up from there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But you never know though. Like everything's unpredictable. I don't even do any crazy marketing or nothing either. Like the only thing I do is like I post on social media and like I probably am doing some SEO stuff that I don't know about. Like I know Joe, he's like real good SEO. Like I'm probably gonna hire somebody like whenever I get the money to like do SEO for my podcast, like my old podcast episodes, and try to see like, yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of, man, Kelvin. Like, yeah, like I definitely because this is all organic traffic and stuff. Like, I forgot who I talked to about this. I was like, man, if I like was like a beast with marketing or you know or a new like kind of how like Facebook ads and stuff worked or Google ads or whatever it is, I'd probably already be at 1,000 listeners a month. To be honest with you, easy, I think. So yeah, like that's my goal. Like I want to do my live episodes. I'm do some live episodes. I want to do that next year. Yeah, marketing is tough, man. Like I'm sales have no problem with marketing. I don't know, man. It's like it's something that I got to work on. Like I invested in this marketing course. I probably won't touch it real heavy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I think marketing people are worth every penny. Like I'm probably going to try to do it myself, and if it is, I don't see like the growth I want, or if I make enough money, if I'm making enough money, like for instance, right, if I'm making like 10K a month, or yeah, 10K a month, I'll probably just hire somebody, man. To be honest with you, you know, especially because if I can stay here in Oklahoma or Texas or wherever, like I'm probably not gonna stay in Oklahoma, um, but Texas or like somewhere cheap, yeah, I just probably hire somebody if I made like 10K or more a month consistently. But I know like there was shit, that was maybe 3 or 4 months in a row where I was making like crazy, crazy money. Like I can't even talk about how much money I was making. Like people wouldn't even believe me. And that's just off of like just like stocks and all the other stuff that I have invested. But I think I messed up. I think it was like maybe was it September or October, one of those months. Like I should have took like half and put in Bitcoin. I'm still sick of it, man. I'm sick. Bitcoin was like I don't know where it's at right now, but it was like 18,000, a little over 18,000 like yesterday or whatever day it was. And like I remember when Bitcoin was like at 5K, and then it was at like 9K, and then I was like, man, I should just put half in Bitcoin, take half of my stuff that got my stocks, half of that put in Bitcoin, and if I did that, man. But I made good money with my stocks, so I've been making good money though. But that's like one of my things that I'm like, damn, I should have did it. So that's like one thing I need to do. But but yeah, what are you working on, Calvin? Like what you messing with? Let me think I'm gonna open one of these up though. So So yeah, anyone else on here that I don't know? I know all my friends. Every one of my friends is supposed to hop on here. We gonna see what's up. But yeah, don't make fun of me. Oh man, been a while since I had anything. See, what are y'all working on, man? Any of y'all working on anything crazy? But yeah, man. Yeah, we can just go to kind of what that with me. So yeah, man. E-commerce is the way, man. Like I think I don't know if I said this or not, but I like the Free Up. There's this company. It's kind of like Upwork. I applied for that, and then there was another company that one of my boys he told me about. It's like a Shopify like e-commerce like job platform or whatever, kind of like Upwork, but like for Shopify like specifically. And like he told me about it. I guess he's made some money doing it. He's made decent money doing it. He told me to apply, and like I knew I was what's funny, man. Honestly, this is a funny story. So when I applied for that one, I applied for the Free Up one at the same time, and I honestly thought I was gonna have a good chance to get both. And then I had both my interviews, and and then I was like, damn, I'm probably gonna get the one that I didn't think I would get. And then lo and behold, I mean, it'd be great if I could have both because like I said, you never can have too much money. And like I got lots of going on, by the way. So I was like, if I can get one of the two, that's great. Two at both of them, that's amazing. Then Upwork, I haven't really been getting nothing with Upwork until today, which is funny. Like I feel like my life has been like it's been a weird 2 weeks, man. It's been weird. I'll say right now, man, because like everything that I thought I would get, I haven't gotten, but the stuff that I didn't think I would get, I'm getting. So it's kind of like it's weird, man. Like it's tough to explain, but I'm happy I got my first Upwork client because it's funny because the only reason why I got the person is they reached out to me, like because I was like I'm telling you for like 2 weeks, and I didn't know Upwork had like a limit on how many people you could reach out to. So I thought you could just reach out to anyone who has a job opening or gig opening for you. I guess and I was an idiot. I applied for like some of these ones that get asked for. I should have just went for the intermediate ones. Didn't get them because obviously I don't got nobody in Upwork that I've worked for. I mean, I've done my own stuff, but I haven't done no Shopify stuff for other people. So I think this first gig, I think it'll be fun. I think you said Kelvin. Just getting a couple gigs under your belt, it's gonna help a lot. So then it'll be a lot easier. Like especially if I get my first one. I think the second one won't be as difficult. But the first one, I mean, like I said, I'll just as long as getting paid. Like I think getting paid is like the most important thing. Like I saw, a lot of some earlier today where people were doing stuff for free, and I would never like do like a big project for free, like ever, 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 ever. Anyone who's listening, like I said, at least 2 hours, I think. Maybe it'd be shorter if people just have to go to bed or something. But we gonna be drinking for a minute, so I'm trying to pace myself because I know anytime that I start getting to the wine, things start going downhill for me. So that's why I'm saving that one. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And the free up one is heard is really really good, man. I've heard free up is like way better than WordPress, Kelvin. So look into free up if you're looking at like freelance stuff. Because I've seen the reviews too. The reviews are real good. Like they don't. I didn't see hardly any negative reviews either. So definitely check that out, man. Like I know they got a interview process. It's like pretty much like going for a job interview and stuff. And then you take like a technical test, technical code test. And I haven't done one of those like a real like code test in a while. So I was nervous when I took it. Honestly, I thought I was gonna fail it because that was like they had like saying you can't look up anything. And I was like, man, like I know my JavaScript, but half the stuff I don't know top of my head. That's where it messed me up with I think the Shopify one. They were asking me questions about Shopify, and I was tired. Like I think I only had like maybe an hour of sleep that day, so I was like, I just blanked. I couldn't remember like the questions they were asking me, and I was like, sorry. Like I told them straight up, I said, hey, if I could look this up right now, and I know the answer to it. Like I could literally, I got like a document, a project that shows exactly what you're asking me. And if I was on my phone too, I probably could have cheated. I don't recommend cheating, but I probably could have cheated. But I wasn't thinking that. I was just like, when she said it was easy questions, I was like, man, I knew. I was like, I ain't getting this. But like I said, it is what it is, man. I got so much on my plate right now. You know, if I got it, great. If I don't, it's fine. I got this other client that I'm waiting, and I'm kind of mad because like I'm using QuickBooks. I don't know if any of y'all are familiar with QuickBooks. Like I said, we're just talking about just topics, man. Like right now, just some dev topics, but in a bit, I can share some stories, man, of my life so far. First 30 years of my life. But any of y'all know about QuickBooks? Like I've never used them before this point, and like they're kind of expensive, man. Like it's like there's like a $30 plan or $40 plan or whatever it is. So I use that. There's this guy. I guess he don't like using PayPal. I really can't talk about this one much because um I don't know about this one, but it's one of those ones. Yeah, Stripe. For some reason, this guy's card was not going through with Stripe. I don't know if it's because it was a large transaction and um something with like Stripe doesn't allow that type of transaction for particular cards. I'm not sure, man. Like that, it was weird because I think if I did with Stripe, I probably could have got my money already. It makes me nervous because anytime that I looked it up, it was like it could take up to 6 business days with QuickBooks. I'm like 6 business days. I'm like, man, I'm holding this man's money for 6 days, and like I don't. And the guy's kind of 50-50. Like if it's legit, I mean, this would be the most amount of money I've ever made. And no, I'm not going to take that back. Like I made more on stocks, but this would be the most money I've made from a client ever if everything goes through. Like, because 6 business days is a long, long time. Like I worked in sales, I've sold vacuums. I've had big deals, and if for some reason or another, after a couple days, stuff falls through. So that's why, like, I'm not ever too high on my own supply about anything. Like, unless I get that money in my bank account, unless the funds are in my account, I ain't gonna be too high about that. And then obviously, I got this other deal, and I got this other landing page thing I'm doing, but that's separate. So I mean, I could honestly, before the year's up, I could be up 6, 7 grand, off of clients alone, if everything works out, which would be awesome. And that's just stuff that I'm doing right now. So yeah, hopefully that stuff works out. That'd be nice. Just end the year strong. Um, yeah, he wasn't trying to do none of those, man. Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. This was a lot of money, man. Like I probably wouldn't have done Cash App or Venmo for the amount of money that he was sending me. Like if I told you how much it was, like I probably wouldn't either. PayPal, it makes sense. Like I don't know why I didn't do PayPal. I think he told me the reason why, but like I said, but he sent me the money. Like the transaction, like it got approved on my end with QuickBooks, but I have to wait 6 days for it to clear. But if I didn't have a new account, it would take like 2 or 3 days. So they're looking through stuff. So that's why, like, I'm just waiting at this point with this guy. I told him, I was like, hey, it won't clear for 6 days. Obviously that's disappointing for anyone here. But if it clears, we'll get started. I'll make sure it's done right for sure. Because getting a client that pays me good money, that's huge. That's huge, man. But yeah, so like I said, it went through on QuickBooks, like I said, but it didn't go through with Stripe. And PayPal would have been the most ideal of those three that you mentioned, Kelvin. But nothing I can do at this point. Hopefully, it all works out. If it does, like I said, that's a good lick, man, for Christmas. Knock it out. The only thing that makes me nervous about it is like some weird stuff I got to do once like it goes through that I got to deal with. But um, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We got five people now, man. Got five people. Who's the other people on, man? If you on here on the live stream, let me know. Let me know, man. Let me know. And is the video quality good or decent? Maybe not good, but decent. So we're like fluctuating between like four or five people. They probably was like, hey, this person is like talking about video quality like 46 minutes in. I got my Reese's Pieces right here, man. I don't know if y'all can see it. Hey, it was good, man. What's good, man? The birthday stream. All my friends, that they hopping on, even for a couple minutes. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be sharing stories tonight, man. We're gonna be on as late as I can be on. Hopefully be on for. It wasn't bad, man. It wasn't bad. I got my first Shopify client today, so that's good. Um, my mom made me some lasagna for dinner. She made me some cupcakes as well. I'm like one of those people that like when people ask me what I want for my birthday, I never really be knowing. I told my mom, I said, hey, just make me a lasagna, maybe some cupcakes, strawberry soda. Anyone knows me knows I love strawberry. Like I remember one birthday, I had like strawberry everything. Like that. Any of y'all know? Sounds nuts. Strawberry everything. Like I had strawberry soda, strawberry cupcakes, strawberry ice cream. There's something else I had strawberry related, but I had like a lot of strawberry related stuff, man. All right, bro. I appreciate you hopping on, Subi. Appreciate it, man. It's all love. Yeah, appreciate it, man. Yeah, same to you. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's kind of how my day went today. Oh yeah, I was working on a landing page as well. I got a big meeting on next Tuesday. So hopefully I can get that knocked out by then. I told him I was like, I probably get the desktop features done for that by like Friday. I said the only reason why I said Friday because I don't know how much I'm gonna drink tonight, and I may not get up till like noon, 2 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. Um, it probably wouldn't be that bad tonight, to be honest with you, because I think if COVID wasn't going on, like I'll be out there, like tonight. I'll be out there, because it's my 30th birthday. You got to celebrate. But I will say this though, whenever COVID dies down, whenever it's not as bad, I'm gonna have a real celebration though. We're gonna do it right. We're gonna do it right. But yeah, what about you, man? What's up with you? How's your day been? I don't know if you're still on, but let's see who else is still on. Anyone else still on? But yeah, man. So Yeah, today was a good day, man. Like I said, I was shocked how many people that wish me happy birthday, man. Shocked. Like I think my Twitter engagement has went through the roof lately. Like I know, like when I first started, like on Twitter, like I had like 100 people follow me, and then I think my big breakthrough was I was on a podcast series. I don't know if any of y'all follow Big Brother. Like we're pretty much. I'm talking stories now at this point, but I mean, if any of y'all follow Big Brother, there was this competition with RHAP, which is like one of the best or the biggest reality TV podcast platform out there. And this kind of goes full circle to my podcast journey, by the way. RHAP, they had a competition called So You Think You Could Podcast. And I met a lot of cool people. John's real cool. I met him. He was probably one of the coolest people I ever met, to be honest with you. Leanna, she's real dope. Um, Puya, he's cool. Um, Honestly, I'm probably gonna try to meet all those people at some point. I've only met Liana, John, and that's one people I've met so far with from the competition. I want to meet Melissa too. She'd be cool to meet. There's other people, obviously, what's his name? Aman. He's cool too. I want to meet him as well. But yeah, that whole competition was cool because like it exposed my biggest weaknesses. Like I know at the time, my biggest weakness was I was afraid to um kind of step in the interview, say my piece, and then also at the same time, I used to have a real bad stuttering problem. Right now, you can probably barely tell. Like every once in a while, when I talk too fast, or if I'm like just dehydrated, it'd be real bad. But for the most part, you barely can tell now. Even when I first started my podcast, like I was stuttering really, really bad. And now, like, I can have conversations like this and it doesn't feel weird. Like, I think COVID kind of helped me be more comfortable talking in front of a camera, talking in front of a mic, and it doesn't sound weird, I don't know about y'all, but does it ever feel weird when you're like talking in front of a camera or talking, to pretty much nobody, essentially, for the most part? Like, I guess a podcast is different because you're talking like with other people, maybe one other person or two other people, maybe. But um, it's definitely helped me a lot. Like, I highly recommend, like, if y'all want to get better at public speaking, do a podcast, man. Like, that's gonna help you a ton. Like, that's one of those gems. Like, if I could give anyone a gem, that's the biggest one, man. That's the biggest one. If you want to get better at public speaking, you're better if you have a stuttering problem, if you're not comfortable talking to people. That was never my issue though. Like I've always been a people person. Like I know in my old job, like that was one thing that I think people really loved about me is I was real nice to people. I treat people right. I treat them like human beings. Because like a lot of times people, like especially when you work at like a job where you have to deal with customers all the time, you could easily take it out on people. And I think the biggest thing that I always did at my old job is like I always ask people how the day went. And like that question alone, man, like it's underrated. Because if you ask people how the day's going, they're more invested in you, asking you like what you're doing. 'Cause I remember when I was doing I'm losing viewers now because I'm talking about like live stuff now. But I remember when I was doing my thrift store job, and there would be people that would be asking me how my stuff with my Lambda stuff was going. People saying, "Man, one day you're gonna be like a next what was it? Not Steve Jobs, but Bill Gates. I think that's who it was. Bill Gates." And I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be Bill Gates, man, because Bill Gates, he's a multi-billionaire, man. Like, I don't know. And I think the problem that I have sometimes, honestly, is that sometimes I will undersell myself, like, because I won't think something big like that is like crazy when you think about it. Because like most of us aren't gonna be Bill Gates. Like, no matter as hard as we work, we could be. Who knows? But being black, you're already at a disadvantage. Obviously I'm gonna try my best, but I'm also not gonna be putting myself in like I don't put so much pressure on myself to become Bill Gates. Because Bill Gates, being a billionaire and being Bill Gates is two different things. And even a billionaire is a huge feat. Heck, being a millionaire is a huge feat for a lot of people. Like, I want to be a millionaire. Like, I think in the next 10 years, I'm going to say right now, I'm going to be a millionaire. Next 10 years. It's going to happen. I'm going to be a millionaire. Like, I'm not talking about a millionaire, like, net worth. I'm talking about $1 million liquid cash. Like, I want to have $1 million in my bank account by the time I'm 40. It's going to happen. That's like my big goal that I'm gonna set for myself. So hopefully I'll keep me accountable. If I start slipping, let me know. But that's like a big goal I have for myself. Like, I think if I become a billionaire, like, oh man, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, that day is gonna be like, I'm gonna be one of those guys that I'm gonna be like, damn man, people are right. I'll probably personally try to reach out to all those people that told me that said, "Hey, you're gonna be the next Bill Gates" or something like that. I'm like, "Hey, I didn't believe you, but shit, it happened." So hopefully YouTube don't flag me for this video. I'm saying a couple curse words or whatever, but hopefully, y'all ain't thinking my stories are boring. Because I got some cool stories too, but this is like a celebration of my life. So y'all get to hear a little bit of my stories. So who else is on here, man? Who else is on here? I know we got like 3 people on. I know my boys were saying he's gonna hop on, but I don't see him on here. I don't see him. I know Joe said he was maybe gonna hop on, but I know he got a family, so yeah. So I know he may not be able to hop on. Maybe he'll hit me up later, but I know he actually called me earlier today, which it's all love, man. Joe's my guy. It's funny because I feel like Joe be saying stuff and like he be right. Like at the time, some of the stuff he says, I don't agree with or I think he's wrong with. I mean, because I feel like friends, like if you have a friendship with anybody, you're not gonna agree with everything they say. It's just not gonna happen. But sometimes like they'll say something, put in the back of your mind, and then it'll end up being true, and you're like, he wasn't right at that moment, but he eventually was right. It's one of those things. Like there's lots of I'm seeing. Like I won't even speak on it because if y'all know, you know. Like I don't even have to even mention it. But um, definitely, definitely some stuff that I've been seeing lately that I'm like, damn man, it's crazy. And you start thinking, you're like, damn. But I will say this though, man. Like I think every decision I made though, up to this point, has definitely made me better as a human being. It definitely made me better as a developer. I never would have got some of these opportunities if I didn't do certain things. If I didn't become, a TL. It wasn't what's another thing I was doing? Podcasting. Wasn't working at a thrift store before all this stuff happened. If all this stuff didn't happen, I never would be in the position I am today. And I always tell people, like I always say this in interviews all the time, like I think the most important thing when you do any job or anything really in general is finding out what you learned, what skill set that you've attained while doing that job that you can use for the next job. But you always got to think of the next job. You can never think of the current time that you're working the job because most of the time you're not going to stay at the job that you're at, and retire there. Like I think the only reason why you would even think about just the current situation, even then you shouldn't do that because with this COVID stuff going on, this pandemic, you don't know if you'll have a job tomorrow. You don't know. They could lay you out tomorrow. Then you're back to square one. So you gotta be mindful. You gotta be cognizant of those things. I'm using a big word, cognizant. Like I'm like the king of using words like that But I'm like the reverse Stephen A. Smith. So like I'll rarely say big words because like unless I know what they mean, I'm not gonna be saying big words, just say big words, man. Because I hate when people like use big words all the time. And you know dang well they don't use those words in front of other people. They just use it in front of people that they trying to sound smarter than. You know, got friends like that. Like I hate it, man. It's the worst. Shit, been talking for an hour, man. It's crazy, an hour. But yeah, man. So I was gonna try to get people on here on the stream, but I don't know how to do it on here. I don't know how to do it. I was gonna do that, but yeah, man. So what was I saying, man? I'm like real bad of like when I'm saying something and I get distracted and completely forget what I was about to say. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. Cause I know when I was like 25, man, I used to be real good at like just coming up, like if I forgot something, remembering what it is, like right after the fact. Now, like if I forget something, I'll be like, man, what did I say? Um, but yeah, man, it's been a great 30 years so far. This year, like I said, this year was tough. You know, lost my pops earlier this year. That was real tough for me. I'm glad I got real good friends, people that have been in my corner. That kind of got me through the hardest times because I know for the longest, man, like it was weird, man. Because like some weeks, it'd be tough, and the other weeks it'd be a little bit easier. It'd still be tough, but I won't think about it as much. Cause I know he's still here, and I know his spirit lives on into his kids and his grandkids, man. Cause like this dude, I'm gonna talk about him a little bit just because I think it's important to remember just how great a man he was. And I think when I was younger, I didn't realize it because he was one of those guys where my voice cracks. It is what it is. But he's one of those guys where he would teach you lessons, but you wouldn't realize he taught you those lessons until way after the fact. And y'all got people like that where like you think that they like are being really tough on you or too tough on you, but they developed you into a man or woman you are. He was one of those guys. Like he had a cleaning business, and it was just the family that ran the business. It was just us. We buff floors, we mop floors, we vacuum, we cleaned, the bathrooms, did all this stuff, man. We did a lot of commercial buildings, and he wanted one of us like at some point to take over the business. And in hindsight, I probably should have and just hired help. It wouldn't have been a family business no more, but I would have hired help to get to the next level because he built his business. I know I talked about earlier where I everything I've been doing with the podcast has been organic. I haven't really done the ad spend or any of that type of stuff. This is kind of like a good analogy to this, or I think analogies are a word. I don't know. He built all this like on relationships with people. Like he was able to get contracts, just off building good faith, being just a military man he was good with people, and he was able to get $50,000 contracts off of his skills building those relationships with people. So I could have had a good $50,000 contract, you know, waiting on me if I would have took it, and I could have turned 50,000 to 100,000 to 200,000, 300,000. Who knows? But that would have been like the base where I would have started at. And that's one of those regrets I have. Because my sister took over, and then I think one of my cousins took over, and both of them failed with the business. But that's because they they thought of the money instead of doing what he did to get to that point. I think you have to always follow the blueprint on what someone else made and then try to build on that. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't try to do something different that didn't work for them. You gotta do what works first, and then build on that. So I think that's the biggest lesson that I learned from him is if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I would have just, like I said, I would have did ad spend and stuff. I just reinvested, and I think if he was younger, I definitely would have like at least like tried to build for him, and then like I said, find somebody that I trust that can like help run the operation, and I just oversee everything, make sure everything's good. So that's something what my cousin fell with. Always, like I said, now, you know, there's nothing of it right now, unfortunately. But that's my biggest regret I have, I think. But he was a great man, and I miss my pops, man. I miss him. Um, I wish he was here for my 30th. I'm sure it'd be great to celebrate it. Making a milestone year, and he was somebody where you definitely felt like better being around him. He was a jokester. Like people used to call him Bozo, because he was all jokes, man. Like one minute he's serious, and then he's joking around with you. And especially when it comes to football, basketball. We used to talk sports, and it'd be funny because like he'd be having to take, and I'm like, what? You talking about, man? Like him and my uncle, man, they're like the worst when it came to sports takes. My uncle, he's still here, but they're the worst when it comes to sports takes. So like they'll be talking about somebody. Hey, what's good, Curtis, man? What's up? We're just talking, man. At this point, man, we're just chilling. I got some drinks. Um, you know, got some snacks. Got my Reese's Pieces right here. Yeah, hit that like button if y'all haven't hit that like button though. I haven't even paid attention to the likes or anything. Yeah, appreciate it, Curtis, man. Appreciate it, man. My 30th. It's been a nice day, man. Like I got an Upwork client, my first one for Shopify, so I'm pretty happy about that. Um, yeah. So what you been up to, man, Curtis? I know we just been talking, man. Like I'll probably be on here at least another hour, maybe two, depending on kind of how everything goes. You know, pretty much, as late as I want to be, really. Wonder what the wonder what the YouTube algorithm is gonna do. We just having conversations, man. My boy Dylan, man, he's my guy. Like I've known this guy for like, dang, how long has it been, man? How long have we known each other, man? What, 14 years? Was it been 13? I don't remember, man. Like my memory's not as good as it used to be. I've known this guy for a long time, man. He's my, yeah, 13 years. Yeah, man. Yeah, Shopify is dope. Like I've been telling people, man, like I think if you can get in Shopify now, like it's the wave. Like it's gonna be like e-commerce is gonna be the thing. Yeah, 13 years old, man. Like this guy, like we got stories, man. Like honestly, man, like I was telling someone this the other day, like I got so many stories with this guy right here that's in the chat. Y'all wouldn't even believe some of these stories, man. I've told some of them, but like I remember one time I think it was Austin last year, man. I was fucked up in an alley, man, in Austin. Man, like y'all wouldn't even believe it. Like I was done. And that's one of those stories where like I tell people because I got like at least 10 to 15 crazy stories, man. Tell people in the chat about that, man. People don't believe it. Did it really happen? Like people don't even be knowing, man. Like I've had adventures with this guy. Like he's my dude though. Like I know, all this COVID stuff going on, man, it's been tough. I wanted to kind of do something for my 30th on my birthday, but we'll do something. But we just chilling tonight though. We gonna celebrate. We're gonna make the best of a situation that could be better. Yeah, man, messed up past passing out. See, like people think I be capping, man. Like most of the time, I do not be capping. Like very rarely do I when I tell a story that is fake. Like I could write a book with probably all the adventures we've had. I could write a book just on those alone, and I got more stories than that. Like I remember one time. Yeah, yeah. I don't care, man. Yeah, COVID is shifting all customers to Shopify. Yep, yep. Yeah, man. I could write a book for sure. Like I'm gonna write a book, man. Honestly, I need to start writing a book, man. Like I want, like y'all gotta put me on this, but I want to start writing a book next year. Yeah, I'm gonna start writing a book next year. I don't know if I'll put it out next year. I don't know, but yeah, man. Yeah, yeah. The Austin trip was legendary, man. It's funny because that trip was like at the start it was kind of trash, man. And this, we'll share stories now, just because like this we're on that subject. Austin is one of my favorite cities, by the way. Austin is up there. You know, I feel like Houston's up there too. LA is cool. But Austin, yeah, Austin is different. Austin is cool because every time I've been to Austin, people are real nice and hospitable. Like every time I go down there, at least one person down there is just mad chill, mad cool. They treat you like your family essentially. They hook you up with drinks, whatever. It's just a cool experience, man. Austin is a different city. Yeah, man, Austin is cool. Like that's like the place I want to move to. Like probably not like directly in Austin, but like in the suburbs at least. So I'm still in driving distance because I'm a Longhorns fan. You see my uh that poster behind me. Texas. Hook 'em. Yeah, yeah, man. Lake Travis. Um, yeah, man, it's legit. And it's like, 'cause me and Dylan, like we live close to a college town, but Norman it ain't awesome, man. Norman ain't awesome. I'll just say that. But Austin is one of those cities where you enjoy yourself. Um, every time I go down there, like I said, I feel loved, and it's different, man. The bartenders are real nice, and it's something that you just gotta experience at least once. Yep, yep, yep. Like I told my boy Dylan before he went to Austin for the first time. I was like, man, Austin is legit, man. And I feel like he got cheated because I feel like he got an Austin experience, but it wasn't like the experience I had the first time I went. I remember the first time I went to Austin. It was I think I was 16 years old, and I was at this basketball camp, and this was I think right around when KD was at Texas. Yep, Round Rock is where I want to go. Yep, yeah, Round Rock. Round Rock is pretty cheap too. Like the reason why I don't like going to Austin directly is because it's kind of expensive now, like compared to like where it was. It's still cheaper than LA or LA, California, or yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, I know what you meant. I think you meant Round Rock. I think you did, but I don't know how. Like I just saw Round Round. I saw Round. I thought it was Round Rock for some reason. But yeah, Round Rock is legit. They got like Outlet Mall in Round Rock. I think they do. But know what's crazy is I've never been to the In and Out in Texas. Never been. My boy Dylan, he's been in and out. I know in California. Yep, 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 yeah. Round Rock, Pluterville. That's another. That's like a. It's right by Round Rock. It's dope too. That's where I stayed last time I was in Austin. I think I stayed in Austin in March before the pandemic got real bad. I had to take a break. I had to go somewhere, because me and my pops passed. I had to go. I had to leave the state for a little bit. It was kind of crazy because like right when it got real bad, I was stuck there like inside my Airbnb for like a week because I couldn't really go nowhere because everything was kind of closing down. Nobody really knew what was going on. I was going there for South by Southwest too to enjoy myself, have a good time. They pretty much canceled it like before the actual festival really started because it was like they were like canceling events right before it started, but there was still like little unofficial events that were happening because they spent all this money on all these drinks and food and all this different stuff because they lost a killing. Austin lost a lot of money. Yep, yep. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna just go to these unofficial events because until they close everything down, then I'm just gonna be just at the crib. Yep, Sixth Street is legit. Rainy is better than Sixth in my opinion though. I love Rainy. I don't know if we went to Rainy last time you were in Austin with me, Dylan. I don't know. Don't remember. Like I said, I feel like you didn't get the great experience that like some people got. I know the Domain is dope though. We did we went down there Domain, yeah. Oh man, we got to go to Rainy next time though. Yep. Yeah, man, I'm mad because like I've never been to South by Southwest, so I felt like whenever it does come back, it's not gonna be the same, man. Like I feel like I missed out on like the peak of South by Southwest or any of these live music festivals. Like I always want to go to at least one and volunteer for one, because I think it'd be fun, just to meet people. And like I said before, like I love talking to people, man. Like that's why I like my podcast, man. Because my podcast, I can talk to so many different dope people that I probably never would have interacted with in real life, before the podcast. And then, maybe we can make, talk about stuff after, Yeah. Yeah, man. Like, I'm still gonna try to go one of these years though. Like, just to experience it, man. Like, even if it's trash, just to say I went. Even though like I'm getting up there, man. Like, nah, like I got this mimosa that I'm drinking on right now. Then I got this wine I'm gonna drink afterwards. So I'm gonna be on here until I at least finish these two. I may go in the back in the fridge and get some more, but it just depends on kind of how people stay on here. What's up, Neil? Man, what's good, man? We it's getting later and we get more and more people here up in here. We're just talking, man. Got my boy Dylan. He's one of my friends. I don't know, Neil. I don't know if I told you about my stories, but this guy is the guy that I've experienced probably the most crazy or the craziest stories with. Yeah, this guy, like, no cap, we've been through some crazy stuff, man. Like stuff that people wouldn't even believe. Like if I told half the stories that I'd be talking about on here, you know, yeah. And we lost a couple people, but what was I saying? What I say? Yeah, that's the guy. That's the guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the Vegas trip. Oh man, yeah, man. That was like how many years ago was that? Like 8, 7, maybe 8 years ago, something like that. That was a bit ago too, man. The Vegas trip was crazy, man. That was I don't know if that was that the craziest experience that we've had. Was that the craziest one? I don't know if Vegas was crazier than Austin. I don't know. Austin was crazy just because like we had like 25 drinks a piece, at least, at least 25, man. Like no cap, we had like 25 drinks a piece, and like I don't know how we weren't dead, man. Like there's no way. Like I don't know about him, but I've never had 25 drinks in one day. Like just we pretty much didn't take no breaks. So we did it from like morning until like the nighttime, man. It may have been closer to 30, but at least 25. Like I know for a fact because like I had like 6 or 7 mimosas, had like some other drinks in the morning, and then had like some drinks like in the afternoon, like, and then I had some beers. Like it was crazy. What's 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 the hangout? You gotta explain that one. I don't think I've seen that. What are you talking about? The Hangover? Oh, okay, The Hangover. Yeah, I mean, it. I don't think it was like the hang. I don't think Austin Trip was like the Hangover at the start because I remember everything up until like maybe 1:30 ish. Yeah, about 1:30 in the at night. So I was still coherent of everything from the morning until we got to like at that point. So and then at that point it was a blur, from 1:30 ish till whenever I woke up like 9 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was. So yeah, it was interesting. It was a weird day, but I don't regret it for the world, man. Because I think you gotta have those experiences, man. If you don't have those experiences, you know, what's the point, man? We only have one life to live. Like I'd rather have experience like that and live to tell the tale. Yeah, man. Than like live a boring life and just be like, damn, I work this job and I'm trying to make ends meet, but I can't do nothing. Yeah, my aunt, South Beach, yeah. I got one of my boys, man. I'm telling you, man. I got one of my boys living in Tampa. Like I talk to him all the time. His dude, his name is Joe. Like he lives down there, man. Like we're gonna take a trip, man. It's gonna happen. Like we're gonna take a trip down there. Oh, dope, dope, Neil. What do you think? Yeah, I got like 500 listeners now, like a month on my podcast. It's crazy because, like, I think when I started, man, I didn't expect many people to listen to my podcast, man. Like, I don't know about y'all, but when you got 500 listens, like, that's a lot of people like listening to your, which is crazy. Because, like, I don't know about y'all, but I don't even know 300 people, like personally, like personally, like I probably know personally. I don't know, maybe 20, 30 people, like at a level where I talk to them, on occasion, maybe. So yeah, 500, yeah, 500 people. That's cool, man. Like I'm happy. Yeah, 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 man. Yeah, 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 man. We going up from here, man. Like next year, I'm gonna do some video podcasts. I'm also going to do some live ones as well. I think I'm gonna do one with Joe. Beginning of the year. Be a live podcast. Like I'm tempted to go to Tampa to see him, and we do a live New Year's Eve podcast. Want to do that, but yeah, we'll see. See how this COVID stuff's going. I know if I do, I got be in quarantine before I come back because my mom, you know, she's high risk, so I gotta be careful. I gotta be smart, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how the money's looking, but definitely want to do something like that. Like I definitely want to do like a New Year's Eve like countdown podcast, something like that, live, no editing. Kind of like how it is tonight, but it'd be like a little more lit. Tonight's kind of just we're just chill. We're just talking. We're hanging out. You know, talking to y'all. We're having a good time. Hopefully, we got 6 people. Hopefully, get 7. Be great. I've been talking for like an hour and 24 minutes, and I feel like it's gotten a lot better the longer we went. And I feel like I've always been like that, man. Like I feel like once I start going, it's a lot easier to kind of just keep the conversation going. So I know sometimes, like when I start anything, it's like first maybe like 2 or 3 minutes is kind of like a little awkward, but after that, it kind of settles in. But what are you doing, Neil? Man, what's up with you? I don't think I asked you that. What you doing? Yeah, I got my Reese's Pieces on, man. This thing's amazing. But what was I saying, man? I was talking about a story. One of y'all have to remind me what I was talking about my story. I think it was Vegas, but I don't remember. If you're on here, Dylan, you gotta remind me what I was saying about the Vegas thing, because yeah, that's dope, man. I always forget there's like a delay on like like on a live stream. Like you'll be talking about something, and you'll say something like maybe a minute beforehand, and then it'll get to people like a minute later. I don't know. So yeah, so Vegas was probably one of my biggest trips. So yeah, so Vegas was probably one of my craziest trips just because it was like the first time I actually really got like trash, like to the point where I just was like, don't remember nothing. Hey, trash, like to the point where I just was like, don't remember nothing. Hey, appreciate that, man. Appreciate Tech Show. Appreciate that, man. Like, it's been a good birthday, man. It's been a good birthday. Tech Show. Appreciate that, man. Like, it's been a good birthday, man. It's been a good birthday. You know, obviously, obviously, COVID. I can't do what I was gonna do for my 30th. But it is what it is. We'll celebrate the right way whenever this stuff kind of dies down a little bit. Yeah, Vegas is hot during the day, but it's like really cold at night, man. You wouldn't think it's as cold as it is at night, but it is, man. I think like anywhere on the West Coast, it's like that, man. Like anywhere where it's really, really hot, it's like that. Oh, I got 7 people, man. 7 people are checking me out right now, man. 7. That's love, man. Hit that like button if y'all like. We got 6 now. But hit that like though. Hit that like button. If y'all tune in, y'all like what you're hearing. If you haven't already, hit that like button. Um, but yeah, man, Vegas was one of those trips where first time I really got like really, really fucked up. And I was 22 at the time. I think I was 22. But there was like maybe one day where like my boy Dylan, he could find me for half the day, man. Like I went somewhere. I think we were in the same building, man. Like that's how crazy it was. We were in the same building, and this guy could not find me for like half the day. It was nuts, man. Like I think we were even in the same venue, but he could not find me. Like, and I was, dancing. I was a rapper at the time. That's a whole nother story altogether. Saying my rap name to girls. I don't know if it even worked. I don't know. But there was this one chick she was kind of bad, man. She was a baddie. And, I did my thing, I was doing my moves. And apparently, I was doing pretty well. Then next thing I know it, I'm getting kicked out of the club, man. So I don't remember I don't remember what happened in between all those things happening, but that's what happened, you know. And then I was craving like Krispy Kreme donuts, man. Yeah, Krispy Kreme. Yeah. Like, I don't know why. I love Krispy Kreme donuts, by the way. But I don't know why I was craving donuts. Specifically that one. Like when I got kicked out. And then, after that, you know, it all went downhill pretty much at that point. Like I was throwing up and at the hotel, like I don't know even know how I made it. Like that was like the worst. And I had like I think I had like 4 shots of like Ciroc peach on the rocks. I think that's what it was. So I only had 4 shots and I was done. I don't know, man. It was crazy. I wasn't even drinking like that crazy. Compared to the Austin trip where I had at least 25 drinks, and then you know things happened the way they did. That's a huge difference between the two situations. But the first one, my first time really drinking crazy, and then the second time was just like me just everything catching up. Like most people couldn't drink 25 drinks and still like function. Like just most people it wouldn't happen. Yeah, man, Krispy Kreme is the goat, man. That's like my favorite donut place. Like people be hating on Krispy Kreme. Like I think people either hate it or they love it. Yeah, yeah, man. What's y'all's favorite donut spot? And y'all got a favorite donut spot? I don't know who else is on right now, but if y'all on, hit that like button if y'all haven't already done that. Um, I appreciate that if y'all do. Um, I appreciate that if y'all do. It'd be great if we get to 10 people, before the night's over. We're already, an hour and a half in this live stream. Can't believe it. It's crazy. It's like I don't know where y'all at, but it's like 10:35. My get to like midnight. That'd be great here. I don't know if we'll get to that point, but we'll see. I already said going in I was gonna go at least 2 hours. Just talk to y'all. Share some stories. But yeah, man. So I think that was a crazy story. Another crazy one I had was what was it? That was another crazy story I had. Oh yeah, local spots are always good. Man, what was that place I was thinking of, man? Dang, man, there was another crazy story I had. Oh yeah, so I remember one of my boys. It was his bachelor party, right? And I don't know if any of y'all have ever been to a bachelor party, but bachelor parties, can get kind of crazy. Anyone who's been to a bachelor party knows, they do. So it was my boy's bachelor party. I guess ex boy, because we don't even talk no more, and that's a whole nother story altogether. Like I said, I got a bunch of crazy stories, but we can talk about a couple of them. So he had his bachelor party, and he was about to get married to someone that at the time I thought was real cool, and then from the wedding on, things went downhill for me and her relationship because she just for some reason or other she thought that I was spreading rumors about her. And anyone who knows me knows I really don't talk bad about nobody really. Like behind the back. Like if I'm gonna talk bad about you, I'm gonna say it to your face. Like I'm not gonna just anyone who I actually know and respect. I'm not gonna do that. That's just not how I roll. And I think the biggest mistake that she made, and I don't think it's a mistake I made, because at the time I thought I was like, man, what did I do? Did I make a mistake? Did I say something wrong? Um, she accused me of spreading a rumor about her. In high school, people talk about, hey, they slept around with such and such, yada yada yada, right? And she was saying that, man, you spread a rumor about me, such and such, and this was like in college, by the way. This was like after high school. I was like, even if I did, which I didn't, even if I did, does it really matter? Like, really? When you think about it, does it really matter? Like, nobody remembers what someone did or what they partake in high school. Like, I don't really care what someone did in high school. Like, me personally. Like, there's a lot of people in high school that their best days were in high school. Like, they're not doing nothing with their lives right now. So, like, I think it'd be a weird situation if I actually all right, bro. I'll see you in a minute. I'll still be on. So it was like one of those weird situations where it's like if I saw her again, it'd probably be weird because it'd be like one of those situations where I'd probably call her out like, hey, like what happened between us? Like what happened? Like and she said all these things like obviously on social media. It wasn't even like in person, which I think be different. I think it would have went along way different if we've been in person. But so I said, what did we talk about? Because she put me on the spot on Facebook because I didn't know. Like honestly, someone puts me on blast like that. Like I don't know. Like I really don't. And I pretty much said let's just talk in person. Quote unquote man to man. Y'all know what I mean. Instead of just on social media because I feel like there's no way it's gonna be a good outcome either way. And then she blocked me, and I was like, what? Like, why would she block me? Like, that don't make no sense. And she probably was talking shit to her friends or whatever. And then so this was like I think before the bachelor party, by the way. I'm pretty sure. So my relationship with her was pretty much done, but I think she just found a reason. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think she just found a reason. I think she didn't like me to begin with, but she found a reason to justify why she didn't like me because she was like acting kind of fake. Those people that like act like they're your friends, but they're really not, type thing. So I think it's one of those situations. Um, and so we had a little bachelor party. I was with my boy at the time, and we were messing with jet skis. We were riding the jet skis or whatever. And anyone knows me knows I can barely swim. So you know how crazy this is. Like me going to a lake or whatever it is, and I can barely swim. So like if I'm drowning, I'm screwed. So I can't be like just doing no crazy stuff. Um, so I don't know why I even went, man. To be honest with you, so you already kind of know where the story's going. So there was like this big cliff, like at this lake, and I was like, hmm. At first, I was kind of scared because I was like, man, I can barely swim. If I could die if I like panic and I hit these rocks before I go on the way down. There's a lot of stuff that can happen. Like there's a lot of different scenarios that went through my head that I was like, man, I gotta be careful. So I contemplate going up this climb to this cliff, and then I finally went up the cliff. Hey, what's good, man? Yeah, I'm just telling one of my stories, one of my crazy stories. Like it's my 30th birthday. I'm just sharing a couple of crazy stories that I've had. This is probably one of my crazier ones. This no cap. This is a true story. That I've been talking about how like I went to this my boy's bachelor party at the time, and I was going up this cliff, but I could barely swim. So there's a lot of stuff that could go wrong with this. And this was probably the most dangerous thing I've ever done in my life. And I've done some crazy things. This is definitely the most dangerous. And I'll tell you why in a second. So I went up this trail to get up to the top of the cliff. It's maybe a little bit longer. I don't know. So I went up this cliff. Got to the top, and most people didn't know that I could barely swim. Like I think maybe only half the people knew this. So I was like up there, scared for like 30 minutes extra. It's been like an hour since I originally got up the journey up top this cliff. And I was like, man, I'm gonna go back, I'm gonna turn around. But I was like, man, it's gonna take another 30 minutes just to go back down this trail. It'd be quicker if I just jump. Just make it as quick as possible. I got my little life vest just in case. So, I should be all right. Um, but the big thing is big if. Remember I mentioned before that there's rocks. So if you don't jump the right way, you could fall down, boom. That's it. We wouldn't be having a conversation right now if that happened. So I'm gonna tell you why it was dangerous for me. And that's part of it. So I finally jumped and I jumped. And I'm gonna tell you what happened after the fact. So I jumped, I got in the water, but one of my friends who was there, his eyes looking like this, and he said, "Cam, you were like 6 inches, like literally. Think about this much. You were this close to hitting those rocks. Think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Like I want y'all to think about that. 6 inches, I'm pretty much dying. Yeah. So I think a good analogy of that is, and I always say this is you never know how close you are to reaching the end. Like, we all go through different struggles, trials, tribulations, or whatever. A lot of people give up, but they give up without realizing how close they were to reaching that point. In this case, I was real close to reaching my end, and I wouldn't be talking to y'all right now. And that was probably one of the closest points to me not being here that I've ever had. I've had some crazier stories, like people putting a gun in my face, stuff like that. But um, that's a whole nother topic altogether. But yeah, man, that was a crazy story, and like it wouldn't be as crazy if I like was a great swimmer. But since I barely could swim, it was like the stakes were raised a lot higher because there's a lot of things that could have went wrong there. But it was fun. Like one thing I want to do also is I want to do some skydiving. Like I want to jump off a plane. Like one of these years, I want to do that, man. I think that'd be a fun thing to do. Jump off a plane, for dear life, not knowing if I'm gonna like make it down all the way down. Like I like the thrill of like doing crazy stuff. I'm like a daredevil, man. I like doing crazy stuff that nobody would even like think of doing. Like most normal people wouldn't do. Like that's why like I always wanted to get on like Fear Factor, like when that was airing, because I like doing stuff like that. Like the only thing I'll be afraid to do or be not wanting to do, I guess, not really afraid, is like those stunts where they like have you like eat like crazy stuff like cow pee or something like that. Something disgusting. Like I wouldn't do it, man. I'm like, nah, I'm good. But like jumping off stuff or I don't know what's another good example, like being submerged underwater, like having stuff on you that's like poisonous. Snakes, poisonous snakes would be kind of scary for me. I don't like snakes. I don't like snakes. I don't like spiders. Those two things, yeah, it'd be tough. Like I don't know if I'll be able to do it. But yeah, I think just doing crazy stunts like that would be cool. Like before I die, I want to do stuff like that. Um, what's another thing I would like to do? I said skydiving. What's zip lining is fun too. If you've ever done zip lining, that's fun. I've done it twice. Once was when I was at church camp. I don't know if any of y'all been to church camp. Church camp is crazy too. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with church camp. If any of y'all been to church camp. The second time I was in Vegas, I believe, and I did zip lining as well. I don't know if Dylan's still in here or not, but I did zip lining when I was there as well. That was fun. Let's see what else would I like to do. Anyone have any suggestions? Because I know there's something else that I want to do that's crazy, but I can't think of it right now. Can't think of it. Well, shoot, we're at an hour and 44 minutes. I think we're gonna try to push it to 2 and see what happens. And we're gonna see if there's any people in the chat. What's good, y'all, man? We're gonna we're gonna try to get stay on for at least another 15 minutes for sure, and then we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I think everybody getting tired, man. Yeah, I could tell just based on the chat, my numbers. We got the same consistent 3 people though. But yeah, another story. I'm just telling stories at this point. Is I remember when I was doing sales, man, direct sales, man, selling vacuums, man, that was some crazy times, man. Like I know my mom, she hated that story in my life, man. Selling vacuums, man. Like I don't know, have any of y'all ever did a sales job where you went door to door? I know I talk about public speaking about with like talking about podcasts and stuff, but this is like another form of like getting better and more comfortable like speaking in front of people because you gotta develop almost like a thick skin and also able to communicate and not be afraid of hearing the word no multiple times in one setting. Because a lot of people, they hear no, they give up. Most people are not built to handle rejection. And that's why a lot of people do not succeed. I think everyone has potential to succeed in some capacity or another. Whether that success is the same meaning of success as your meaning of success, that's a whole nother conversation. But I think everybody can achieve some form of success if they work hard enough. Some people got to go through more obstacles because they have dealt with more things, more variables that are happening in their life. But it's not that different. Like everybody, has a way to get there for the most part. Like obviously, if you have disabilities or something like that, but anyone who's healthy, you have a chance. You have a chance to be able to create your own future. Not everyone built to be an entrepreneur. I'm not saying that either, but I'm saying you could be a store manager at whatever job you're working at eventually. Maybe not the store you're working at, but you can eventually attain that if that's your goal. If you want to be an executive person at a corporation, you can achieve that too. Maybe not at the corporation you're working at right now, but you can achieve it. I think people limit themselves too much. I say too much. Like I remember there was a post on Twitter I saw, and this always irritates me when I see it. And there was like 2 different posts I get irritated with. The first one was that it's not possible. I think that the post was this: not everyone can be a millionaire or something like that, or being a millionaire is not achievable or something. I forgot what the exact wording was, but I told him I was like, I don't know about that, man. I think almost anyone can be a millionaire. Are you willing to put the work to get to that point? Most people aren't. But it is achievable. It's not impossible. It's not. Like, I think being a millionaire now is easier than it was 5, even 10 years ago. Because with everything online now and so many resources out there now, it's never been easier to be able to get to that point. I'm not saying to become a millionaire is easy. I'm definitely not saying that. But it is easier for sure. Like there's millionaires being made every day. I think a lot of times people don't see like what they can do to become in that position because a lot of times they say, "Oh man, he's a millionaire." Like it'd be nice to be one, and then they're complaining because they're staying at their dead end job instead of trying to work to become a millionaire themselves. So I'm not saying you should quit your job. Like that's crazy. Like unless you got a lot of money in your savings and you're willing to take that risk. But I think what you should do is you should definitely put in the work outside of your regular work hours. Learn a trade, learn a skill that can get you in a position where you can make $1 million one day. I think that's what you should do. Like shit. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a media conglomerate, a media company where my podcast, if any of y'all don't know about it, Between Two Divs, shameless plug. Um, that's like a stepping stone to all meta content that I'm going to be creating. Like I was talking to one of my friends the other day. I want to start multiple different podcasts. Where maybe I'm not involved with the podcast. Maybe I am. Who knows? But multiple different podcasts related to tech related top content. So I'll be one of the top tech podcasts, top tech media companies out there. Like I want to be that guy. Like I'm not even talking about just black, because obviously my content is gonna be steered towards people of color and black folks especially. But it's gonna be content for everybody. Like even my podcast. Like well, I do talk to a lot predominantly black and people of color on my podcast. Almost anyone could learn something from my podcast. Like it's not really catered towards just those type of people. Like when you think about it, like, but the people that I'm trying to reach predominantly is minorities. Like that's my market that I'm trying to reach. It'd be kind of interesting to see how many people of those types of folks I'm actually reaching. Like I know we were talking about this earlier, talking about the ad spin. Like I've got a lot of my listeners off of just organic traffic, organic growth. But it'd be interesting to actually do some marketing, and see kind of how it all works out. But we're about to end this. Probably about another 8 minutes or so. It's been fun though. I'm gonna try to make this a cool 2 hours. People are falling off. People probably going to sleep. They probably not. They probably like, man, I ain't trying to hear this motivational stuff tonight. But it's definitely been fun. Y'all just hang out with me. Yeah, it's been fun. Like I know, y'all could be doing other things right now. Y'all could be shoot. I don't know what y'all got going on right now. Y'all could be watching some movies, TV shows. Y'all could be talking to other people. But y'all chill with your boy. Y'all definitely came through. I appreciate all y'all. I really do. Like I said, we gonna stay over another 7 minutes. Like I said, we just winding it down at this point. I was just having a conversation with y'all because I know y'all. I haven't been on YouTube in a minute, man. Like I know I took a break. Doing any type of videos. I'm gonna post a video tomorrow for the channel with my camera. I know I got this camera I told y'all about. This thing is legit. Yeah, we're gonna post something on the channel tomorrow. I'll probably record it tonight. I don't know. But it's gonna be cool. Like I said, I'm definitely coming my own with all this different stuff. Making investments. Just trying to set myself up right, man. And hopefully y'all do too. Because I know everyone here, it ain't trying to stay at the 9 to 5 the rest of your life. I know at least me, I'm trying to, be a millionaire by the time I'm 40. I had 10 years to do it. It's my 30th birthday. Got 10 years. My last 10 was cool, but my next 10 gonna be incredible. Repeat after me. I'm gonna say this bar one more time. My last 10 was cool, but my next 10 gonna be incredible. That's a bar, man. Yeah. Think about that. Think about that. My last 10 was cool, but my next 10 gonna be incredible. So yeah, we gonna be thinking about that one for a minute. I know a lot of people they think, man, what do you mean by your last 10 was cool, but your next 10 gonna be incredible? What I mean is my last 10 was cute, but my next 10, y'all gonna see, y'all gonna know who I am the next 10. Like everything is starting to come together. Like it's weird because I feel like when you know, you know. And I feel like I hear too much of certain things for me to fail. Like, the only way I'm gonna fail is if I completely give up. Which it make no sense to give up at this point. Like, I got my podcast, we're growing, everything getting better and better, the content getting better, the interviews getting better. I actually got an interview this weekend with someone who's a lawyer that's has a company they're trying to break barriers as a lawyer and building a platform for people like that. So I think it's dope. And I never had a lawyer on, so I think it'd be interesting to kind of ask questions that I've always wanted to ask like a lawyer because I know some lawyers, but I've never really actually had conversations about certain things. And I think it'd be cool to like ask questions about like commonly asked questions that maybe someone in that space maybe she can answer, maybe she can't. I don't know about like starting a business, like how to get that stuff working, stuff like that, and also her process and what she did to get to that point and why she decided to be a lawyer in the tech space. So I think that's a different niche altogether because I don't even know like kind of like how that works. So it'd be cool to have that conversation. We'll have it up next Friday. So we'll do the interview this Saturday, and then we'll have it up next Friday. So y'all have that. And then I got like maybe 2 more interviews I'm gonna do before the end of the year. I'm just letting y'all know what kind of tuck the rest of the year before we end this live stream. We're almost at 2 hour mark. I'm gonna try to have at least 2 more interviews after that, and then we have a wrap up podcast episode, and then we have our New Year's episode, and hopefully I get my boy Joe Coding Phase in there. We can just have a good conversation. I wanna go to Tampa to do it, but depending on how this COVID stuff is going, man, we may just do a live stream, and we just do a New Year's podcast that way. It won't be edited. It'll be unfiltered. It'll be my first episode where it'll be like that, where don't know what's gonna happen, don't know how it's gonna happen, but we're gonna make it work, man. It's gonna be a crazy episode. So yeah, man. So I'm gonna definitely have, like I said, 3 episodes before the year's over. What episode I just told you about, 2 more wrap up episode, which doesn't include the wrap up, and then we'll have a New Year's episode. So y'all gonna get a lot of good content the next 5 weeks. I guess 5 weeks now. Next 5 weeks. So y'all stay tuned for that. Oh yeah, check out my store. I got a store. 2divsstore.com. Check out my store. If y'all want to buy some merch, check it out. I got hoodies, got hats, snapbacks. I got shirts. Got a little bit of everything. Not a huge store yet, but I did a photo shoot, a product shoot last Friday. I did. It was pretty cool. We did a lot of nice stuff. The photos will be up real soon. Update the store. So y'all get that, man. Support your boy. Everything that y'all do, anyone who's buying my stuff, I appreciate y'all. definitely I'm gonna definitely do some like handwritten letters. I want to submit those to people who bought stuff already. Because I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart. Because everything that y'all buy, like it goes back into the business, goes back to investing in my podcast. Um, to obviously give y'all a better product. So I think that's what y'all deserve. So I appreciate everyone who's listening, everyone who's tuned in the last 2 hours. It's been a pleasure. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all have a great night. And I will check y'all later. Peace.